Okay, I love this story. Pope Leo
Yes.
cemented his role as the Bishop of Rome over the weekend, declaring, "I am Roman," to symbolize his commitment to serving the people of the city. He's already made history as the first American pope, but now it's his family history making headlines. It was recently revealed that he has Louisiana Creole ancestry, and his maternal grandparents were free people of color who lived in New Orleans with Caribbean roots. These are people who were identified as Black on the census. That discovery was made by Jari Honora, who is a family historian at the Historic New Orleans Collection, a museum and research center. And he joins us now from Louisville, Kentucky. Jari, thank you so much for joining us. I wonder, I know you were curious about the Pope's last name. That got you looking into this. But when you saw that he had Creole roots, he had Black roots, the first American Pope in history, what on earth went through your mind?
I was just thrilled. I was so excited for the people of my hometown of New Orleans, which is such a heavily Catholic city, a city with such an appreciation of its history. So many residents who have deep colonial era roots here. And then for the entire Black Catholic community to know that someone who shares a history of faith, both in freedom and in slavery, like so many of us, is now the pontiff. I just knew that there was some great implications there.
So, Jari, Adriana and I were very excited because during an interview with the Pope's brother here on CBS Mornings, Gayle asked the Pope's brother about the rumor, perhaps even documented information that you no doubt have, that his grandparents were born. Adriana and I have ancestry. His grandfather's mother and father were born on the island of Hispaniola, Saint-Domingue, which is, for me, Haiti, for Adriana, the Dominican Republic, and the brother confirmed that the grandparents did, in fact, originate from this island. Of course, now the question is...
The Pope's mother's father was born on Hispaniola.
That's right. So, what did you make of that? And because people say, well, he don't look Black. And I'm like, look, there are so many people on that island who come in all different shades. And by the time you arrive in New Orleans and make your way to Chicago, you're probably passing.
That's right. According to the birth certificate for the Holy Father's maternal grandfather, he was born in Port-au-Prince, in Haiti in 1864. And that is not surprising, but I'll just add that both of his parents, both of the grandfather's parents, were from New Orleans. There was a period of time in the 1850s and during the Civil War when many of the free families of color here in Louisiana, that period, we're ramping up towards the Civil War. Lots of restrictive measures were being put in place against them. They sought to migrate to Haiti, where many of them had ancestral roots to begin with, to Tampico and Veracruz and Mexico. Basically, they considered a lot of destinations around the Caribbean circle there. And for the Pope's family, they are known to have spent perhaps a year or two in Haiti. And Joseph Naval Martinez was born in Port-au-Prince.
So the Pope's grandfather's last name is Martinez, which makes me think he has Spanish ancestry, which makes me and all of the Dominican Republic
Everybody's claiming
that
pontiff.
the Pope is Dominican.
Well, as a certified genealogist, I am always cautioning people, don't make assumptions. Or you can make some educated, guesses perhaps, but you always have to verify with solid evidence. And right now, our research is leading us to believe that the Martinez line is actually from Prague. They were actually Czech. And the name was
we were not expecting that, Jari. Jari, I have one more very important question.
This is important.
I was at the Beyonce concert last night, and there are rumors circulating online that there might be a connection between the Pope and Beyonce because of their Creole heritage.
Everybody in the studio. Look at everybody in the studio. What do you hear, Jari?
Is there any truth to that?
I've heard some rumblings about that as well. I certainly wouldn't be surprised. Louisiana is the state with the highest number of native-born citizens. About 80% of our people are rooted here. And the Pope certainly has some Lamel connections, which includes Suzanne Malveaux and a lot of other folks from here in Louisiana. So there may be a connection there with Beyonce. We'll have to keep digging on that one.
Let us know. We'll break it here.
I sure will.
Because there are no fans here, Beyonce. Jari Honora, thank you very much. Really fascinating discussion. We appreciate you. Thank you.